My name is Christelle Crott. I'm 30 from Switzerland and currently in Agog, South Sudan, as a logistician. The hospital in Agog is the only one in the area, and it's a facility where people are admitted for care. I deal with water, both drinking water and wastewater, and anything to do with waste treatment. So that means that we have to find a source of water, make it drinkable, distribute it, recycle it and treat it. So the water is drinkable throughout our compound. Our pipework distributes drinking water everywhere, and to make up for the land we take from the community, there are 2 taps which provide the surrounding community with drinking water. My job also involves negotiating contracts and lots of other things, anything from cutting the grass to getting new beds or laying more floor slabs because we need a new tent since there's no longer enough room in the hospital. When the weather is bad or if there are conflicts or problems in the surrounding areas, we have tents which we can put up relatively quickly so that we can admit patients. We have a hospital kitchen where we prepare food for the patients, so I support the kitchen team and 2 bakers. We have a bread oven so that we can have fresh bread every day, which isn't only great for the patients, it's also very nice for expats like me. In Switzerland, I worked in construction in the environment sector. It's my first mission here in South Sudan. It was more or less what I'd imagined, except much bigger and with more responsibilities than I'd expected. The hardest thing for me is this proximity to death all the time. It's true that when children are malnourished, they look skeletal. It's very upsetting. I had to get used to the medical side and the proximity to death. But when you see that, despite everything the people here have been through, famines, malnutrition, war, they still laugh at the slightest thing. It really helps a lot. Yes, I have a place I can go to recharge my batteries, to have some peace and quiet. Because when you're working in the hospital, there are children, patients, people around you all the time. And I really like finding a spot without other people. I can look outside the enclosure. That gives you a feeling of openness.
If you don't know where it is, maybe we go together.
I don't know whether you need to have a particular personality to do humanitarian work. I think the most important thing is wanting to do it, and I really like that because I think that if I've managed to help 1 or 2 people, well, so much the better for them. I was fortunate enough to be born in Switzerland, and if I can share that fortune a bit, I'll be happy.